My father passed away and left me a bar. The bar was old and run down. I suddenly noticed a burn mark on the floor. That was where my father was burned to death. Following the charred floor, I saw a worn wooden door, tightly shut. Cold gusts of wind blew out from behind it. The lawyer suddenly interrupted my thoughts. He pulled out an ancient deed written on parchment. He told me before I could inherit the property, I had to sign my full name on it. It was an old inheritance tradition. I didn't think twice and signed it. The keys to the bar wouldn't arrive until tomorrow, so I spent the night in the bar. An alarm clock suddenly went off downstairs. The sound woke me up. I heard the floorboards creaking below. I went downstairs to check, but there was no one around. I turned on the light in the hallway leading to the basement. I stared at the wooden door. The alarm sound seemed to be coming from the basement. I walked over and found the door was locked. Strange symbols were carved into the door. I pressed my ear against the wood. The alarm was definitely coming from inside. While I stood there stunned, a shadow passed behind me. I tensed up. When I got back to the main hall, I suddenly saw a man. I was startled. I grabbed a bottle, ready to swing it. The man said he had been here before. He wanted to see his dead wife. He said his wife was in the basement. I looked at him with suspicion. He pulled out $2,000 and put it on the table. I started to waver. He took out all his money and placed it on the counter. He just wanted me to take him to see his wife one time. I took the money and told him to come back tomorrow night. I didn't have the basement key yet. I told my best friend about it. She came over that night. She warned me not to let greed cloud my judgment. I told her I had strong self-control. The next night at midnight, Neil arrived at the bar right on time. I took the key and opened the wooden door. Once we entered the basement, there was no one inside. Just two chairs in the center and a creepy statue next to them. A large hole was broken through the wall at the far end. Neil called out into the hole, but nothing appeared. We both laughed at how ridiculous it seemed. Neil told me to call out just like he did, so I called into the hole. Something eerie slowly emerged from the darkness. A faint figure appeared. I stopped laughing. A withered hand crawled out from behind the wall. A gray cloth covered its head. The sack-headed creature crawled out of the hole, but Neil wasn't scared at all. He begged the creature to help him, but the creature ignored him. It walked straight toward me. I told it to stop. The creature heard my command, and it stopped. I inherited the bar, and I became the creature's master.